Hello there, they call me Gambler and welcome to my first ever Minecraft tutorial. I'm going to show you 5 different ways to automate killing chickens, which can then be used as part of an automated chicken farm. Chicken farms have been a really good way of getting food since the start of the redstone updates. Well, the snapshots at the moment, but the redstone update will hopefully come out quite soon. I'm going to start with some basic designs and work up to some more complex designs which rely on some neat little Minecraft gimmicks and quirks of the game. So let's get started, shall we? So the first design is a simple crusher design. When you hit the button, the piston extends and any chickens that happen to be in that empty space are crushed in the block. We have 2 wires here because a normal button, well, a wooden button lasts 15 ticks, and that's not enough to kill any chickens. So I've added a 4 tick delay from the repeater, so it should be 19 in total. That's enough to kill some chickens, so let's do that. Nice little chickens. Hit the button. 4 chickens are crushed. And all their items should have flown through the hoppers into this chest. There you go. And that's everything. The good things about the system, it's very simple, just involves piston, block crushing, etc. But there is the big downside of that it doesn't actually cook the chickens, and we want chickens cooked. We're too lazy to have to then feed the chickens into a furnace and all that. Far too much effort. So yeah, that's the first design. Let's move on. So this is the second design I came up with. It involves a flint and steel in a dispenser, and when you hit the button or any redstone input, the dispenser will be activated, the block in front of it is set alight, and that's where the chickens will be. So I'll show that in action. Get that? You'll notice there is a piston here. There's a good reason for that. Basically, when the block in front of it is lit by the flint and steel in the dispenser, this block will take too long to go out, so all the items from the chickens will actually get burnt up in the fire. So what I did was just added a minor delay, a second redstone line which activates a piston, which then goes into this empty block here where the fire will be, just takes out the fire but still leaves the chickens burning. So at the end of that, the items will then drop into the hoppers and into the chest. So that's the second design. This is a good system because it's pretty simple and you can get cooked chicken, which is a lot more desirable than design 1 over there. The downside is obviously dispensers having flint and steel, and the flint and steel are durable, so you'll need to replace these on a not too often case, but every now and then still. This is the third design, and it involves a lava bucket in a dispenser, so it's very similar to the second one. When you hit the button, lava will come on momentarily from the dispenser and then disappear again. The reason we have these 2 wires is because the first one will turn the lava on, or activate it so it's in the block in front of it, and then the second line will then take the lava back again. And so a button lasts 15 ticks, and this is why we have 4 times 4 tick delay on these repeaters. So then there will be 2 pulses from just a single input. Let's show this one in action quickly. Put some chickens in, and off we go. Yep. So once again, all the items will start piling into the chest, and you've got yourself some food. What makes this design good is it's fully automated. There's no items that are durable, unlike the previous one. So yeah, this is good. I guess the only downside is it takes quite a few repeaters, but that's not too big an issue. Okay, so this 4th one is pretty awesome. I quite like this. I didn't actually make this one myself, but I saw this on a DocM video, and it was invented by a guy called Sankan. So I won't go into the full details of how this one works, but I will link you to his video in the description, so feel free to check that out. I'll tell you the basic principle though. So when a chicken falls from the chute into the fire, it obviously gets cooked and dies. And whenever in Minecraft item entities are formed, they always want to go into non-solid blocks. And because there are no gaps, well, there are no non-solid blocks other than this one where the glass pane is, the items automatically bounce out and onto this hopper here. And this is pretty much 100% reliable so far, unless they do any crazy changes in the next snapshot. So I'll show this in action and it'll make a bit more sense. Oh, put a few chickens in here. I've just got the web so we can be more sure about when they drop down, so we don't miss it. Yeah, I guess whilst we're waiting for these chickens to fall down, I could talk about what makes it good and what's bad. This doesn't have any redstone at all, so that's pretty awesome. Every other design so far uses moderate amounts of redstone. Oh, I think we just heard a chicken die. I think they're almost here. So they fall into the fire and you'll see all the items are actually dropping, hitting that ledge, and now they're going into the chest. So pretty clever, eh? I can't really fault this design. I didn't invent it, so that's unfortunate for me, but yeah, that's the fourth design. Now this is the fifth and final design, and I came out with this one completely myself. Like 1 and 3, I'm sure people have come up with something similar before, and 4, I've shown you or told you who's already done that one. So instead of explaining how it works, I'll just demonstrate it first of all, and then we can go into it after. So a chicken should go into the minecart, go over the fire, and you'll notice that the chicken caught alight, but the minecart's fine. And then items go into the hoppers and into the chest, like so. So that's the main mechanism of this killing, of using a minecart and a chicken inside it to get the meat. The key point here is, if you make the minecart go too quick, it will just fly straight over the fire and the chicken won't catch alight. If you go too slowly, then the minecart will just go straight into the fire. So it has to be exact. That's important, which is why I have this fence gate here, which stops the velocity of the cart at a specific point in the track, which will then ensure there's an exact constant speed before it hits the fire. I'll demonstrate that again. So it stops, goes over and dies. And then you can do whatever you like with the cart to make it loop round or something, depending on your design. That's up to you. And the way I managed to just get it to stop the cart is just have a detector rail with a 10 tick delay from using these repeaters, which will then activate the fence gate and the cart is allowed to travel through. So yeah, this is obviously a lot more complex than the others, but the main benefit I think of this one is you can control on a 1-by-1 basis how many chickens you want to kill, because you put a chicken in a cart, you can only put one at a time, so you can be a lot more exact about how many chickens you want to kill. So I'd probably say that if for simpler designs you want to go with 3 or 4, but this could be cool if you want to do something clever with exact numbers. Okay, I'm going to do a brief tutorial of the final design because it's a little bit more complex than the others, so here we go. Start with a netherrack block, then we effectively are building some stairs of blocks going up for the rail. So you want 2 normal blocks of anything you like, then a redstone block but next up, and then 2 more normal blocks like so. For the rails, we want to have, start with any rail, it doesn't matter, so we're going to get rid of that. Detector rail here, 2 powered rails, and the rest normal rails. You can get as far out as you like depending on what you want to do with it. And then we don't need that, so we can get rid of that one and remove the one above the netherrack because that is where the fire is going to be. And now we want to be able to detect the redstone output from when a cart lands on that. So block there. And now what we do is wrap around a redstone signal like this, and we can place we don't even need that much, we can do that. 3 redstone repeaters like that, and make sure in total they're set to 10, so 442, that's fine. And we need to have a fence gate here, that's missing. Annoyingly, you can't place fence gate on rail, so I'll just remove that temporarily. Just make sure it's this way round, not the other way around. That's important because it needs to have an exact distance on the rail when it goes over the fire. Let's just put that back. Okay, put in the redstone wiring. Now that should be it. We can demonstrate just using a normal cart without a chicken in, so let's do that. Don't need them anymore. I'll put that in. Oh, already have one. So if you place the minecart here, it gets detected, stops for a second, then goes over there. So let's put the fire on and get some chickens, shall we? I'm just gonna use a dispenser to get the chickens. I won't use like the design I used previously, where I relied on the mechanics of picking up chickens from the corner of blocks. I'll just simply, put that rail back, put stone bricks, dispenser there, just put the minecart there, sure, get rid of that, ensure that's lit, and put in some spawn eggs. In a real system you could use normal eggs, but for this it's a lot easier because you don't have to rely on chance to just put spawn chickens there. Just use a button. Hopefully this should all work. First time. Hit that. That dispensed the chicken. I wasn't making that go, honestly. Just give that a little push. You'll see chicken's burning. Minecart's fine. Items fall out. Obviously you would want to use some hoppers or water streams or something to get the items away, but that's something to add easy. I just want to show you the main mechanism. So yeah, that's the final system. I've shown you 5 designs, and hopefully some of them will be useful to you. Please let me know what you thought of the video and what you thought of the designs, and also let me know if you have any cool uses for them. So yeah, goodbye all.